Hello to the FBI's most and least wanted. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Will, and on behalf of Real 58, we are thrilled to bring you live from the Xander Zone for Season 1, Episode 1, Cats on Film.
1, 2, 3, 4. Flying overhead, still shaking thunder covers long after God has gone to bed. Criminal losses into small and smaller boxes, asking our friends with a basement to let us in. Wash the walls, freeze the bread, pitch the trash, lay down in the unmade bed. Lose the edges, love the stitches, my face looks different through the glass. Sleep through the time we should have crashed. The wood floor vanish until you see your face in it. Does it make you happy yet that you can shelter in place inside of it? Warmer reflection means to carry the weight of it. Made it through starvation season, but it's so hard to shake the taste of it. I lived in a home for the first time in my life, where the doorbell can tell me someone's waiting outside for me. Just ring the bell, I'll come and see. I'm a self-driving car that coasts like it's stolen. Goes right in a pink slip, hope it knows where I'm going. Maybe I'll send myself a birthday card with $15 and a note from you inside. Micro glitter covered Hello Kitty, reminding me it's party time. It's party time. It's party time.
Fantastic. We loved it. Listen to that. Listen to the 3-person camera team cheering. Shout out Raymond. Shout out Andrea. Shout out Josh doing double duty, being my audio god and our tight shot god. We love all our deities that work at Real 58 and Cats on Film. Like this is a real treat. We get to kind of, Matt, you and I, we get to work together again. First time since DIY. Very exciting.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, exactly. Big heck yeah energy. Are we doing a little switcheroo right now?
A little switch, but it's like a slow-mo switch, so you can keep chatting with us.
Slow-mo switch. All right, well, how about this? I'm going to look at the camera, and I'm going to tell you, yes, you, the person on that side of the screen, not only are you stunning, not only are you gorgeous, not only do you inspire me to work harder every single day, but you have the unique privilege of asking questions for the band. And while we're doing this slow-mo switcheroony, I'm going to check the chat to see if we have any questions. Let's see what we got. No questions so far. Just everybody's stunned. They're just, I mean, how many? So one question real quick before we launch into the next song. Is there a specific reason why in this arrangement you like switching instruments? Because a lot of bands, it's easier, it's more convenient, or, third reason that people like just staying to their main instruments. Is there a specific reason why you switch between songs so frequently? Who wants to go first?
Amanda can take that.
All right.
So some of it started because we both have solo projects, and so we both started this project to be like, where do we put our like loud fucking bangers? And so we each started bringing songs, and then one person would just de facto be on guitar and the other person would be on drums, and it started to be like a really nice feeling because we both interact with the instruments very differently, and so like there's kind of a joyful chaos to it.
For sure. And I also just personally love that like we do everything 50-50. So like we're all writing drum parts, we're all writing lyrics, we're all writing guitar parts. And I feel like it's very easy for bands to be dictatorial, but it's a lot more fun to just be able to kind of fully partnership it throughout everything. And so plus we just enjoy the experience of getting up and retuning guitars personally.
Oh, who doesn't love a good retune? Nothing beats stretching the old phalanges, getting those tuning knobs nice and loose or tight, whichever direction they're supposed to be going, depending on which tuning. It's a real hootenanny, if I dare say so myself. I don't do projects like that, but well, actually, I barely even play out anymore. But yeah. So and then so your solo projects, are they similar sounding to this, or like do you play around more with genres on your own, or do you find that you play with genres more in this act?
That's a good question. I think so. I make music as Anxiety Superstar, and where that music is going is kind of like this extremely hyperactive ADHD, like hyperpop alt country mess. And that is not what this band sounds like. Amanda, how would you describe Lonesome Joan?
Sad music for weird cowboys.
That's a fantastic description.
I don't know. There's a lot more like finger picking and acoustic guitar and harmony, I think, for recorded projects, and in person is a lot more like stripped down.
Very cool. And real quick before we jump into the next one, what was the name of that first song that we played, and what's the next song we're going to be hearing?
Great. The first song is called Housewarming, and then this next song is about Burger King, and it's called Intrusive Thoughts City.
All right, whenever you're ready, Cats on Film, live from the Xander Zone.
Interrupt the smoke break of an elderly teenager, blue hair beneath the growing headset. The kitchen crow nails in support for the prayer. medium fried, and a 10-piece chicken nugget. There's no need for cooking here at this Burger King. This 10:30 short sleeve does a pretty bad job of covering the scraps. I'm gonna kill myself before something kills me. I'm gonna lean in a being pretty ugly. Every single saint that has come here before me died super painfully and should have seen it coming. She gave me 2 dipping sauces and they were both zesty. I think I'm gonna dream of trucks and action movies, and I'll be driving around, the hood dangling around the top as the tunnel comes in, rushing just where dying's near certainty. I swear I'm not picky at all. Loaf of bread last week just to see how bad it'd fuck me. Didn't even throw up, just was exhausted and couldn't sleep. No one's gonna hire me, I can hear circle birds notifying their friends of some rent control, tentative, intrusive thought city. Try to walk it off, dipped on a butterfly and made it sound like grape jelly coming back to life. There's this horror film where everyone dies, given ample decisions and enough time. Free solo, a cell tower and stare unsatisfied. Guardian angels got long cancer and can't afford to get right. Yeah.
Wow. That was a journey. That's I felt like I briefly left the Xander zone. I know that's blasphemy to exit the Xander zone after you've already entered the Xander zone, because I know we never drop viewership numbers, right? Once you're in, you're in. But I do feel like I was taken to that Burger King.
I feel like some of these songs were written over the last couple of years, and you do a lot when you're doing lyric writing to get out of your own head, and in this case, we were just trying to get out of our own houses, so we had to go further than usual, I think.
Yeah, and I would also say that I think in the last break we were talking a little bit about the difference between our solo projects and this. I think one of the really cool things about this project is a lot of these songs feel bigger and more storytelling and more alternate world just because there's two of us doing crazy stuff at the same time.
Wow. And so how long has this project been going? I mean, I know you said that the writing kind of accelerated over lockdown, but like did it start because of lockdown, or was it something that was kicking around before and then you just kind of found the inspiration after the fact?
So I think this might be saying more than I should say, but like I think as soon as we met, we probably knew that we were gonna do something together.
Yeah.
Like literally, like the first time that Matty and I hung out, we were sitting in my kitchen in like this incredibly small apartment, like two little kids listening to God, what was it? It was
Wichita Lineman was the
yes.
big hit.
Yeah, we were
Wichita Lineman? What?
Incredible guitar solo in that song, by the way. Glenn Campbell, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And just like going through the list of like, oh yeah, I like this. Do you like this? Let's go like this. Oh, I want to make music like this. Here's some songs of mine. And so then just before pandemic, we'd come up with an actual name for the project, and we're starting to share ideas and write things.
Very cool. We actually have a question coming in from the chat from Jake. Where did Cats on Film start out? So we kind of already covered that, but any tour or live show dates coming up?
Actually, yes. So we are putting together right now a Boston to North Carolina mini tour that's going to be the last week of July and first week of August, I believe. Yep. And so we will be posting out a bunch about that and sharing the information. We're playing with our wonderful friend CJ Redmouth and some wonderful locals at some cool spots.
Wow, shout out CJ Redmouth. Is that a similar type of artist, or is it going to be like a bit of like a mixed bill?
CJ's kind of similar to Amanda's solo music in that like the songs are beautiful and it's just a human and an acoustic guitar and you're like, that was great, but some part of you's like, I could cry now.
Who doesn't love a good cry?
Exactly.
That's
crazy good.
Crazy good.
All right, so are we staying with this same configuration for the next song?
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic. What do we got next?
This song is a longtime Alston Brighton folk tune that we discovered on the internet and decided to make our own. It's called Coward.
All right, Coward by Cats on Film, live from the Xander Zone.
Your friends, if you have any, know that your miserable family knows that. But what they don't know is that the wrath of God is coming your way. You've been reported to the Brighton Police Department. Guess what? There's a camera in that area. The tapes are being reviewed. It's only a matter of time now. Scared? Are you scared? Are you scared? Are you scared? You should be. Thanks.
Another journey beyond the Xander zone. So the first song, I like. What was that also like on the narrative side? Because I've noticed, or is this like when Matt, you're on guitar, it's more narrative focused, and there's a different focus when Amanda's on guitar. How does the configuration change the way the lyrics are built?
I love that question. I feel like Amanda tends to write a little more in the first person, and I tend to write a little more in the third person. So I have a slightly wider variety of weirdo to write about.
Oh, okay.
And so this song, actually, not to steal the secret sauce, but all of our Xander Zone compadres can know this. This was legitimately a letter posted in all caps to a parking meter in Alston, Brighton.
I was joking the other day with Matty about like, what's the first Cats on Film song? Because like, I don't know, I think about different things, and this one is actually the first one because they texted a picture of this to me, and then they were like, "So I'm working on a song for this." And then like 15 minutes later, I think I was actually recording a solo project for myself in between this, and they like 15 minutes later text me like a sound file of them working on Coward.
Wow.
The universe just gives you gifts sometimes.
That's
so you got to take them.
That is incredible. We don't have a question, but we do have a follow-up comment from Jake.
Okay.
Oh God, where is it? Where did it just go? Chat's blowing up. Hit up Dobro Tea House if you make it to Asheville, North Carolina. So that is a recommendation coming from new fan Jake.
Aw, thanks, Jake.
Way to go. Thank you, Jake. Good looking out. Beth Hogan says, great sounds and stories.
That's my mom.
That's your mom? Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hold on. Let me get a camera on you so you can say hi to your mom.
Hi, Mom.
Do you want look at the sliding camera? There you go.
Sliding camera. Wait, should I follow?
That's the one. You follow that. There you go. And now it's like your mom's here with you.
Yeah. Wandering slowly to the side and back and forth.
So yeah. All right, great. So for this next configuration, what do we have to look forward to? Is this going to be another narrative experience, or is this going to be something a little more abstract? What are we going to get hit with?
So after a fashion. So this is one that I Maddie's right. Like I do write narrative songs, but they tend to be a lot more restrained to what the narrative is. Cause like this one's fundamentally about, trying to take a walk,
Trying to take a walk
and not lose my mind.
I think a lot of people can probably, relate to something like that.
It's called Field Sketch.
All right.
Yeah.
Field Sketch
Field
by
Sketch.
Cats on Film Live. from the Xander zone.
AB pedal.
Oh, yeah. I love to push buttons. All right, cool. Okay. The light is everywhere, and no one understands it. Brings all these voices in my head. They don't know anything, and you are everywhere, and I don't understand it. I just keep looking at the glass, and there is no one in my hand. So unexpectedly, I am the ghost that lives down the stairs, and I am dirtying the pans and taking out the trash, and I see everything where your watch has been all week, where the centipede sleeps, atlas of broken things. Sometimes you call to me, and I jump at my own name. I am surprised just to be seen. It gets so easy being no one, but you see everything. The way I sit and wait and grieve, and I like the way you call me when there's no one there to see. Once or twice a week, I make my way down to the shore to draw a little singing bird that I still haven't found the name for.
All right. More Cats on Film goodness.
More sweet Cats on Film goodness.
More sweet Cats on Film goodness. We're getting a lot of applause emojis coming into the chat.
Thank you.
Which is terrific. Again, to our audience, if you have any questions at all, I don't screen anything. So whatever pops in, I'm just going to read it.
We also will answer almost any question that you ask us live on stream. We're both like weirdly open people.
We're forthcoming.
Could we do a fun game where you each ask each other a question that you've always wanted to ask, you've never had the opportunity to ask? Is there anything you can think of to ask each other? Something enigmatic, something that earth-shattering, something that would rock the Cats on Film fan base.
This is incredible. I love this prompt. Here's okay. We're just checking to make sure the auto-tune pedal wasn't on.
No, throw it on. I want to hear
like
auto.
this.
Let's get some auto-tuned questions. Are you kidding me? Let's get it.
So, Amanda.
Yeah.
Here's one.
Okay.
You are a human who keeps a very steady and very regular just journal of things. Mm-hmm. And my question for you, because I treat this as a part of your personality, but when did that start? When did you start taking notebooks around and tracking things?
God, it actually, like, I have journals as far back as like first grade. Like the first grade journals are like unhinged, and there's stuff with like, I don't know, tearing Barney the dinosaur's head off like violently stuff in there.
Did you imagine it would be like a gory process, or were you trying to unmask the lie that Barney was a dinosaur?
Unclear. You know, sometimes you just really hate things in a really pure way when you're that young.
Fascinating.
And I envy that, because anytime I feel terrible feelings about somebody, I try to moderate them because I'm an adult now.
All right, great. Amanda, do you have any deep, profound, enigmatic questions for Matt?
Do you think, like, there is... How does forgiveness feel to you? Like, can you experience forgiveness?
Whoa!
Oh, heck yeah.
God.
Sorry, this is like small talk for me.
This is literally Amanda at parties. It'll be like, what's your experience of anger like? Okay. No, I think forgiveness is a real feeling. And I think if it's earned and it's not like, forgive this person type experience, it feels to me a lot like the sort of joy you experience when you've been walking around all day in the city with this heavy backpack and you finally get to take the backpack off. So honestly for me, like a lot of that is less forgiveness of other people and more kind of like forgiveness of the self, which is also a really important forgiveness. But I do think it is that kind of joy of like your body's sort of euphoria of like, oh God, I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have to hold this these negative vibes in at this target, and I can just let them go and do something else. I think it's that type of joy.
Wow. That's very profound. We have a question coming in from the chat.
Sure.
From new fan, super fan, Jake. What is the song that you have had on playlists that you listen to for the longest running amount of time?
I'll say mine first because it's like kind of embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
It's fine. I've been a Bright Eyes fan for like a long fucking time. One of the first songs that I ever was like up at like 1 or 2 in the morning when I was doing homework and like had my radio on and had like a tape player in. And I would push the button when a good song came on. I have like a part of a Bright Eyes song that I spent the better part of like the next few months trying to figure out what it was. Anyway, Poison Oak I've probably listened to like hundreds of times.
Very cool. Matt, how about you?
So my very, very first like pop music listening experience was the pop trio Hanson. And I have surprisingly, mostly and entirely just blacked that completely out of my mind, even though I have these CDs back at home. But right after that, my sister is 5 years older than me, wonderful human being. And I would just like listen to what she's listening to. And so naturally at that time, Blink-182's Dude Ranch had just dropped.
Oh, here we go.
Before Enema of the State. And in particular, like there are some well-written, sad, like really just wonderful narrative songs buried in some of the absolute worst skits and like most troublingly aged milk you can imagine. So in particular, I think I always hear this was also the Loudness Wars era. So you put on the CD and you press play and it just blasts when it starts, like at full in the bed. And so that song's called Pathetic. I think of that song a lot. And then also Waggy later on, which is about, I believe, like the dissolution of a relationship. And Lemmings is also extreme fire for the first 2/3. So shout out to that unheralded group, Blink-182, that diamond in the rough, that chestnut you may not have experienced in this forest of music.
So to that point of talking about music, celebrating music that we love, music that we can't stop listening to, when you're building your set lists, do you prioritize putting songs in there that you really enjoy playing, or do you prioritize songs that you know the audience is going to engage with?
I think I would say 90% enjoyment.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think if we're having a good time,
I think that matters a lot. I think setting yourself up for success is really important, but also I do think a lot about energy, right? the presumed energy, if we're doing the thing we're supposed to do, that the audience is going to have. Especially because, as you've already found, we've got a range of what we do. We have more range, right? Like the next song is going to be one of our most up-tempo songs whatsoever. And so like I feel like there are places you want to deploy that. Like if you want like to get the crowd going immediately, it's great to go that first. So I am both thinking about how we feel playing these, but also I do think a lot about audience and audience energy and flow in that way, because I love to be at a show and then forget I was like, and just like do that thing where your body's there and you're listening, but then 50 minutes pass. Like that's what I want to be given to other people. And so I think a lot about that.
That sounds amazing. All right. Let me check chat, see if we got any other questions. No other questions yet. But again, everyone who's in chat, all 18 of you, it's actually pretty good numbers.
Pretty sizable for a live stream.
A live stream Saturday night where we had, we're competing with Denzel Curry's actually streaming right now. I'm very,
Denzel getting us again.
I know, classic Denzel. He's streaming, and then Chess Company, they have a wonderful show going on tonight. And I know that our next Xander Zone band, Paint by Numbers, they're doing a gig tonight with our other friends, Tiny the Bear and Bayleaf.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good shows tonight. So if you're just jumping into the stream right now, fret not. We're going to leave the stream up so you can fast forward to the beginning, watch the whole thing if you want. It's we just want to get as many people to watch this whenever it's most convenient, because I know Saturday night can be a little bit tough, especially now that people are allowed to go outside again.
Yeah, we've actually got some comrades in arms doing a show at the same time as the show we'd probably be at.
Very cool. Who are the comrades?
The Michael character and CJ Redmouth, who we're going to be touring with.
Oh, shout out Michael character. Yeah.
Lady Queen Paradise, I think. Is also
Lady
playing
Queen
that.
Paradise.
Yeah, so it's a fucked up good show. It's all happening the same night. It's ridiculous.
And then actually also in New York City, our good friends in Texas Giant are playing with Frog right now.
Oh, I love Texas Giant. They're amazing.
No, and they've got like a new setup. Like
really?
It's cool.
Oh
it's
God,
fucking cool.
they're probably one of my favorite New England area bands. They're really, really fun. I've seen them a couple times now. Absolute blast. Wonderful people, wonderful music. I really hope we get to bring them to the Xander Zone one of these days, because I feel like that'd be a really fun session. So shout out everyone doing gigs tonight. Shout out everyone who's able to safely perform at venues, no matter the size, scale. Shout out to all our wonderful comrades out there. And how many more songs we got in our set list tonight?
Let's see. I think after this it's going to be 3 more, so 4 more.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So what's this next song going to be? Can you tee it up?
So this is called Dead Fish Swimming Upstream.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Yeah.
Mother used to revelate the morals, Giles Corey. Suffer for your loved ones, fuck the pilgrims, fuck the stay the night, and try to abide by that. And I succeed about as well as you'd expect. But what in the world am I supposed to learn from all of my friends and I getting pressed to death? More weight, more weight, more weight. Woke up last night and I was bleeding down one leg with 3 bug bites running up the other. Looking for vampires in the corners of my bed. I got a message from my friend. They didn't get the job again. Their search already 3 months in. Time stamped at 3 a.m. More weight, more weight, more weight, more weight. Simon Sponberg showed us a movie of a trout that was swimming upstream. He showed us the movie 6 times before he told us the fish was dead. He took it out of the freezer, put it straight in the water. Oh, it moved like a dancer, it still moved like a dancer. The only thing that pain has to teach us is how to take a little more pain. The only thing that death has to teach us is silence, it's shaping its name. The only thing that weight has to teach us is how to ask for more fucking weight. More weight. More weight. More weight. More weight.
Fantastic. All right. Cats on Film live from the Xander Zone. Looks like we're getting ready for another classic Cats on Switches on Film. Cats on Switches. Switching cats for what should the exact doctoral procedure be called?
I love that I did not hear the first part of this at all, so I have
Fantastic.
literally no idea what you're talking about.
Now that you don't know, please comment.
So it should be called a frontal reversible ecotomy. And it's
A frontal reversible ecotomy. I just want to make sure that I got that right.
not to be confused with a reversible economy, which is those jackets. There are 2 different colors on the inside and outside.
Of course.
The economy.
We would hate to get that mixed up. That'd be a real shame. We got a couple comments in the comment section from Jake, new super fan, diamond verified, top fan, Jake. That song slaps.
Jake, we've got good news for you. So
What?
No, we do have some recordings available on the internet, and that song is actually on an EP you can get via Bandcamp. It will be up on the streamers by summer, I promise.
Fantastic.
It is called Two Bridges, and that's on there. Field Sketch is on there. And then not this song that we're going to play, but the song after is on there as well.
What an EP. But you'll be thrilled to know there's more to the comment.
Oh no, sorry, I got so excited.
I got a question. What is the song wait, hold on. Oh wait, no, it's a repeat of another one. But it's a repeat of another question. We already answered that one. But thank you for the questions. Thank you for the engagement. All hail the algorithm. May the algorithm bless us with favorable engagement. All hail. We have a comment from another Real 58 super fan and occasional camera op, Tim Jones. Ooh. Do you want me to take care of Denzel Curry? Because he's running another stream that's opposing us right now, and currently, I am getting a little jealous. They currently have over 50,000 people watching that stream.
I was gonna say Denzel rolls with Kenny Beats, and like the absolute last thing I can survive is being on the enemy list of the Kenny Beats online community.
Those comment sections get crazy.
That is a country in terms of the people who show up in that Discord. So we love you, Denzel. We're so excited that you're gonna watch.
We love Denzel. Keep streaming.
Out.
In fact, stream longer. We love it. We love Denzel. We love the Don't Overthink Shit gang. I think that's them.
That is, yeah, that's the
them.
company.
Don't Overthink Shit. We love Don't Overthink Shit. We love Kenny Beats. We love The Cave. We love that whole crew. God bless Denzel Curry. Tim, please do not. Don't take care.
Unless taking care of them means sending them like a nice heart emoji or something.
Care package, yeah.
Please, Tim, if you can find the Denzel Curry stream, leave a heart emoji, maybe a glistening heart emoji. How about one of the nicer heart emojis? Like, there are some heart emojis. Let's get a nice heart emoji in there.
Thoughtful.
And maybe we all pitch in for an edible arrangement. How about that? Let's just let our friend Denzel know that we love him.
Is there edibles arrangement? Okay, sorry, that's
edibles arrangement. Okay. I think he'd love that. That'd be fantastic. We have a question from Steve Morrison. What's your favorite Pokemon?
That is a fantastic question. I would say one of my favorites is Esper, which is this cat Pokemon that has so many thoughts that just like things explode. And I feel a deep responsibility with that Pokemon. We go through the same experiences, I think.
Fantastic. Amanda, favorite Pokemon?
I have very strong feelings about Esper, but lately I've been rolling with Corviknight.
Okay.
And, I'm kind of into the big steel bird.
Nice. We have another question from Rebecca. Rebecca asks, what is the worst fruit or vegetable to become sentient?
Oh, I feel like this is an Amanda question.
All right, let's hear Amanda's thoughts. What is the worst fruit or vegetable to become sentient?
Lychee fruit.
I don't know what that is. I feel uncultured. What is lychee fruit?
They're very small and spiny and fleshy in a way that kind of like is very pale.
Ugh.
And so it's like an old, like the texture I find is like kind of very old peach flesh, where it's just become very wet, but it's very nice. Like it's a very pleasant, like light taste. I just think it would be a terrible time to be alive.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well, I love the amount of thought that went into that. And I'm so happy that question came up. And now I learned about a new fruit. This is, we're learning all kinds of things. Matt, do you want to answer that question?
The only answer I really had there was I was thinking about durians specifically. The durian being a classic fruit with a terrifyingly like rotten flesh odor.
It tastes like
and the
sweet
idea of just
garlic.
like the durian can show up to your birthday party without you inviting it seems a little scary to me personally.
That is uniquely horrifying. We have one more question before we go into the next song. Steve Morrison asks, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 10 horse-sized ducks? Who wants to go first?
I feel like Steve Morrison would be a great like relationship couples counselor because these questions are fantastic. And I feel like they're really designed to reveal stuff from us. So just shout out to Steve.
Shout out Steve Morrison. Yeah, absolutely.
Size is important. I would much rather face a huge variety of small things than a small variety of huge things.
So Alien 2 rules, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Amanda, are you also going by Alien 2 rules?
Okay, so here's the thing: is I wouldn't fight them. I just want to capture them and make a little like zoo of tiny horses.
Interesting.
That's what I want very badly. Now that you've said it, and I'm going to be thinking about that for the rest of the set.
I feel like combat with animals like that would be. We haven't figured out what the motivation is. So if that's the motivation,
Don't fight, friend.
So you're gonna. So okay. So the smaller ones you were saying, fantastic. All right. I'm very happy with that batch of questions. Thank you to all of our viewers. Keep the questions coming, because I'll just read them. I'll read whatever you type. Now, I believe we are ready to move on. We're all tuned up. We're hyped. We're ready to go. Everyone got stretches. Everyone got their water. We're all adequately hydrated. We love it. What do we have next?
This song is called Sometimes.
Fantastic. Sometimes by Cats on Film, live from the Xander Zone.
It's harder to tell when I'm depressed now because I'm around you more. like putting a places, ceiling and floor on different motors. Scale is tricky and ever changing. Sometimes I sink my head into your shoulder. Sometimes I just sing. Sometimes I sink my head into your shoulder. Sometimes I just sing. Sometimes I sink my head into your shoulder. Sometimes I just sing. It's not your fault, it's not my fault, it is. It is, it just is. I sink my head into your shoulder. Sometimes I just sing. It's not your fault, it's not my fault, it is. It is, it just is. Sometimes I sink my head into your shoulder. Sometimes I just sing. It's not your fault, it's not my fault, it is. It is, it just is. Thanks.
Wow. That was awesome. So no new questions at the moment. Eagerly waiting them. I think everyone was just vibing on that one. That was awesome. That was a really, really fun one. So when you're stacking the set list, is there like a roller coaster momentum you're trying to do where like you have some really high tempo, funny, or like high energy stuff, and then you kind of like lull, then go up and down? Or is it just like, I feel like doing this, I feel like doing that, and it's just whatever songs you can remember that you know how to play just get added in chronological order? How does how do you prioritize songs in a set list?
I think Amanda is a little bit of the.
I super don't care. I just want to show up and do the thing. And Matty, this is the half and half thing. Is like I'm just like, oh, can I just not play the songs back to back that I'm gonna get confused on? Great.
Versus like I like the roller coaster metaphor a lot. We actually have a secret song I'm working on called Roller Coaster, so maybe look for that in like 2 years.
Very cool.
But I think for me, I really don't want the extreme disjunction. Like I don't want the roller coaster where like it jumps the track and goes straight down really quickly. Like a lot of our songs do the post rock adjacent kind of build up thing, and so I'm trying to keep it stacked. Like I'm trying to keep in mind like what songs start really quiet, what songs end really energetically, and like how can we do it. So like that last song, right, started very quiet and got super huge, and so this one is kind of like our it's a rock jam basically, and so it stays up there.
So on that note, you mentioned post-rock. I've briefly dabbled in that world and that fandom. And the one thing I will note about post-rock fans, and if you're watching, yes, this is about you, that post-rock fan. It's like this advanced type of gatekeeping where there are these very rigid parameters about what post-rock is. Do you consider what the goalposts are? Do you take into account what the elements of post rock are when you're writing something adjacent to or within that world? Or is this just more an organic reflection of the music that you listen to? Is this more like a mosaic of all the music that you listen to rather than you trying to jump into a world?
So I think of the two of us, Matty tends to be the one to write more in the post-rock genre. And normally I care to a certain degree about genre. I studied English Lit in college, and like, so you kind of have to care about the rules, but fundamentally I think we're doing a mishmash of a lot of like the stuff that we care about. For me, like there's the space between post-rock and emo of whichever wave that I find that I'm situated in, of like, generally speaking, very like broadly narrative and very sad. But like comfortable in that sadness, and that's really the only relevant quality of post rock for me.
So it's the project is a little bit genre agnostic.
Genre.
Here's the gatekeeping. Here's the gatekeeping pronunciations of genre. Genre.
There is, for those of you who partake in genre, there is an incredible 2-minute YouTube video of the late Alex Trebek reading clues with the word genre in it. So I assure you, I'm not talking down to you, Will. I'm just invoking the presence of Alex Trebek into this room, which I think we're really looking for with this next number. The presence in the Xander zone is really what we're about as a band more than anything else.
We love to see it. I'll keep an eye on the comment section if we have any new questions, any comments, anything like that. Again, I just read whatever you people put in there. So fire off. But now, what's the next song? What do we got?
The next song is called Amanda Tries On Shoes, and it's on an EP and stuff.
All right, Amanda Tries On Shoes by Cats on Film, live from the Xander Zone.
Graveyard for the clasps of your pants and rare earth metals that wore out in the frame of dead cell phones, the terabytes of text you sent, the man, everything that won't be remembered by anyone. Pretty sure the afterlife is just a sleepover with everything you've ever killed or made feel worse than you had to. That's why you're there with the flies and the spiders. gonna be less indecisive. Maybe I'm gonna catch all of my enemies and release. I'm gonna commit all the things I get to memory and try to convince myself it's better off than nothing. Moment of silence for all the fucking talking you fuckers can't ever stop making. Haven't you been in a room and done nothing? Don't you know that spotlight's also worth seating? I'm pretty sure the afterlife is just a sleepover with everything you've ever killed. My fucked up friends who ripped up plants from the earth have eternal gardens. Gonna be less indecisive. Maybe I'm gonna catch all of my enemies and release. I'm gonna commit all the things I get to memory and try to convince myself it's better off than nothing. I'm gonna be less indecisive. Maybe I'm gonna catch all of my enemies and release them to a world that can be wholly free to be destroyed by the angry and starving and clumsy. Doesn't choose an unfit. You gotta walk away before you make yourself sick. The day was gorgeous and stupid, so no one ever bothered to catalog it. Try to doesn't choose an unfit. You gotta walk away before you make yourself sick. The day was gorgeous and stupid, so no one ever bothered to catalog.
Whoa!
Thank you. We got one final switcheroo.
One final switcheroo. I'm sorry, what was the procedure called again? I just want to make sure I get it right.
It is the... was it the simple reversible octomy or was it the complex reversible ecotomy? The frontal reversible ecotomy.
Now live for the Xth time, live on the internet. Never before seen. We have a frontal... I already forgot what it was. That's how new it is. That's how cutting edge it is. And you get to see it live on the internet. At no cost other than, internet service provider fees and Google data mining you and, other capitalism things. But at no cost. And you get to see it. Yeah. All right, let's see if we have no other questions, no other comments, a few more applauses shooting up in the chat. We love to see that. We love to see the little applause emoji. We love heart emojis. I'm a big fan of the octopus emoji. If you're watching right now, I would love to see some octopi emojis in all varieties. Matty, Amanda, what are some of your favorite emojis that you would like to see pop up in the chat?
I am incredibly partial to the purple heart emoji.
The purple heart emoji. What significance does that hold for you?
I have a really nice relationship with the color purple as I've kind of gotten to know myself over the past couple of years. It's just something like, I think for a long time I put myself in the blue zone and I was like, I don't know, but blue's fine. But actually purple is like the best.
Purple is pretty clutch.
Yeah.
I'm a big purple head myself.
It's good. It's underused. It's lovely.
It is.
So purple, like you can do the heart emojis in several colors, but purple is the best for me.
Shout out the color purple, the color. Also the movie, The Color Purple. But the color purple, the color, and the color purple. And shout out you on that side of the screen. We love you.
If anyone wants to put one of the newer emojis, that is the melted smiley face.
Melted smiley face.
Yeah, that one makes me happy in a sad way.
Very exciting. We've got some octopi, and we have Rebecca saying the guitar tone is outstanding.
Thank you, Rebecca.
So that's good stuff. We love to see it. We'd love to see some more emojis. We'd love to see some more questions, some comments, any type of engagement, please. We must appease the algorithm. All hail the algorithm.
See, the fucked up thing is, like, Maddie always bugs me for, like, talking during my set. Like, I will talk for, like, a full half hour before introducing a song. And, I would answer anything right now. Like, this is the time.
This is the time.
This is the time.
This is
I
the
will
time.
tell you anything about the songs.
Oh my good. We have purple hearts and we have octopi flooding the comment section right now. This is it's a Xander Zone miracle. That's a true. Oh god. What should we call this holiday of Xander Zones?
Saturday?
Saturday.
Xander Day.
Merry Saturday, one and all.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Was that a little loud? I'm sorry about that.
No, I loved it. It was
Oh,
great.
okay,
I
good.
just was feeling it with my whole body.
You're full.
It was exalting.
A full Saturday experience. Hold on. I gotta switch to your camera. Saturday. There we go, folks. That is the true, authentic reaction to the creation of Saturday. Merry Saturday to you on the internet, and may you have many more prosperous Saturdays. Is this the final song in the set?
Yeah.
This is the last song. Wow. So what a wild ride it's been. I've had a blast going through all this, learning more about each other, learning more about our wonderful audience, getting shout outs to the comrades. What a wonderful evening to share. Thank you so much for coming here. We really appreciate it. We had a blast, and I can't wait to hear this final song by Cats on Film live from the Xander Zone.
Sick. Okay, so this is our last song. Thank you guys so much for putting this together. Y'all have been real sweet to us. Really, really sweet.
Can I ruin the vibe for a second?
Yeah, ruin the vibe. I'm getting too soft.
So I think this is a Xannual tradition we've started. And I just want y'all to really want to thank everyone who's watching, everyone who put this beautiful thing that every year we can just Xannually appreciate Saturdays as often as possible.
Did you get that out now?
Yeah, let's do the song.
All right. This can girl with tricolor hair make it in the modern age.
Can you say that one more time, please? They need to get that.
Can girl with tricolor hair make it in the modern age?
Heck yeah.
Look it up online. You'll find what it's about. Felicia walks into the particle accelerator, dragging a rope on a little black collar. She don't know where she is going, but for the promise of liver, she travels the darkness. She'll walk for miles and 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 miles. Most fast asleep on the bathroom tiles again. Snores like a baby and I don't have the heart to move. Of anything anymore. Whole life in search of a good cold floor. You walk for miles and 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 miles. Just after midnight, we drove past the produce center, parts of the city I barely remember. I I got choked up about the fate of the pomegranates sealed in their boxes and rushed through the darkness. Thought about something that Carolyn said, the mercy of just letting somebody rest. Let them rest. Let them all rest. Let us rest. Let us all rest. We drove for miles and 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 miles.
What an absolutely outstanding kickoff to season 1 of Live from the Xander Zone. Thank you so much to Cats on Film. What an absolutely outstanding set list. It was so much fun having you both here, being able to share all these laughs, all these joys, all these experiences. Any last shout outs you want to give while we are on the internet?
Melted face emojis in the chat.
Yes.
To
Two more questions.
Yes.
Do you want to hit those questions? Do you want to get those questions
Absolutely.
before we do
Yes.
last shout outs? All right. Althea asks, what's a memorable place you've been to? Good, bad, or otherwise interesting?
Ooh.
Who would like to go first?
All right. An interesting place I've been to. Okay. So for the first part of my life, I didn't travel around a whole ton, but we would travel to where my mom grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. We were in Scranton before it was cool, before a certain sitcom that will go unnamed co-opted it. And the Scranton I remember, especially like growing up at like 2000, is this very odd, open, hilly place with like some of the weirdest town center like combinations. I remember we specifically would we had a pizza place, but we would just get the dough from the pizza place and then make our own pizzas. And that kind of ethos, I actually do think like down the line has impacted me as a person and human. So we're going to go Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Shouts out to my mom.
Shout outs to Maddie's mom. Shout out to my mom too. Usually she's in the chat. I'm very sad she couldn't make it tonight. Probably doing other mom stuff. Oh well. But shout out moms. Shout out all moms.
shout out to mom.
Shout out to moms. Amanda, speaking of moms in the chat, what your mom was in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to make sure I remembered that correctly.
Yeah.
Because, I'm usually drunk doing this, so. That's not true, Mom. I know you're watching secretly somehow. Anyways, what's a place to answer the final question of the night? A memorable place you've been, good, bad, or otherwise interesting.
God. Weirdly, I'm actually also going to pick a place in Pennsylvania. I have a cadre of friends in Pittsburgh. And one of the first times I went to visit them, they took me and my traveling companions with them, and they were like, we're going to take you somewhere real cool. And I don't know where it was. It was one of the parts of Pittsburgh where various factories had been abandoned. And we hopped a gate, and I couldn't tell you where it is now. But the thing that I remember was walking in this group of people, absolutely silent, couldn't even hear like the traffic after a while. And I started looking down, and I think that it must have been an abandoned glass factory, because there just started to be all these colored pieces of glass everywhere, more and more and more and more. And I kept kind of having this moment of oh, this is when I'm going to disappear off the face of the earth. I'm just going to fall out. And then there was a railroad somehow through it. So I just think about that place more than I should. I don't know.
All right. Definitely an exciting note to go out on. We love to see it. We love these fascinating stories. Again, thank you very, very much for joining us live in the Xander Zone. And thank you people on that side of the screen, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the emojis that you put in there after we asked you for emojis. And an especially large thank you to our crew. Wow, wow, wow. We could not do this without the crew. Let's get a nice little round of applause for our crew. We love them. Oh, look at all these likes flying in now for the crew. Oh, hold on. Raymond's getting them. All right, let's get him. Get him. Get him. That's Josh. We got Josh in there. Josh, do a dance. There we go. Look at that. Oh, we got Real 58 t-shirts coming soon. All right, so we got that. Let's see Andrea. Is Andrea going to be on camera? Is she going to hide?
Absolutely
Andrea's
not.
earned the right to privacy.
Classic Andrea. Okay, Andrea, you get on. You get Raymond with your camera, and I'll show Raymond. And Raymond, you do a good pose, okay? Okay, great. So we're going to Andrea's cam. There we go. There's Raymond. Oh, another Real 58. Oh, Muscle Man. Muscle Man. We love to see it. We love to see it. We love our crew. We love our talent. We love our audience. There's nothing but endless joy and love in our hearts. Thank you once again for everything. We would not do this. We could not do this without you. Everyone, take care of yourselves, and we hope to see you next time we enter the Xander Zone.